Hello guys, welcome back to S3D. So today I'm gonna do a video talking about another type of plastic. Basically, this is an additive that's added to PVC, polyvinyl chloride. And this chemical itself have a lot of bad stuff associated with. So today we're gonna talk about plasticizer. This is a chemical that is, like I said, added to PVC to soften it, to allow it to have flexibility. So, a lot of content creators, especially in the toy community, like to say this type of plastic is like rubbery, flexible, pliable, and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's become like a joke among the Marvel Legends collectors and Hasbro product enthusiasts because they're beginning to use a lot of this type of plastic like a lot of accessories and figures. Some figures got like gummy legs, probably because they added too much plasticizer to the legs. So now they like just wobbles and flex, stuff like that. In the past, I have done a lot of videos about these plasticizers chemicals, and I always get negative feedback on these. Like people will say I'm crazy or something like that, but all this information is readily available on the internet. They tell you about how these chemical has a potential to cause cancer. In fact, if you live in California, there's a proposition uh, discussing warning the consumer about being exposed to this chemical that can potentially cause birth defect and cancer and various other things. Basically, what's known about this chemical is that it interferes with human hormones and it can cause all kind of problem in human beings, supposedly even depression. Or I don't exactly know how that works, but I know hormone plays a part in uh, mood, I guess. But yeah, that needs further study. You guys want to look into that? You want to go down that rabbit hole? You can go ahead and do that if you want to. But I'm just gonna give you guys an idea of how this affects this process called plasticizer migration, how it does damage to your figure, just like I did with the video of ABS plastic. Now, again, this is all opinion. If you guys want to learn more information about this, I definitely recommend you do your own research. I think in the past, when I did these videos, I just get like negative feedback from the people from the industry trying to discredit me or something like that. But boy, it's a nightmare. Uh, People think like I'm purposely trying to create like a false narrative, even though all the information is scattered online from credible sources. So anyway, you can see like two of my video that was recently where I just barely verbally discussed plasticizers, and they show on Google search. So someone is definitely out there, uh, you know, flagging me for this kind of stuff. Yeah, basically, I just Google search plasticizer migration action figures, and two of my videos shows up, and these are recent too. So, anyway, obviously something is going on. But anyway, so basically, what happened with plasticizer is it's the additive that's added to the PVC, and what happened with the PVC is that let's go ahead and find like somebody's source, right? Let's see. Okay, so let's go to Science Direct. So basically, plasticizer migration from children's toys, childcare article, art supply, and school supply. So it talks about what happened here. Basically, the additive has a tendency to separate itself from the plastic. So, over time, this substance can, uh, you know, evaporate outside the plastic. It's accelerated by heat. So again, if you live in like a very hot environment, or you expose the item to a heat source like UV light, sunlight, or again, like I said, I guess if you put it next to a heater or something, or you just lift somewhere that's really, really hot, these chemical has, the plasticizer has the tendency of evaporating from the PVC. And basically what happened is it creates this a very sticky residue on the surface of the figure or the product. You can touch it. Uh, you know, if you grab the figure, if you ever experience that with a figure that has a very sticky surface, that's plasticizer migration. And what's really dangerous about the plasticizer migration is if your figure get in contact with another figure, the plasticizer can get onto the other figure and cause damage. Basically, it can melt the plastic on, there's many cases of this happening on Transformers figures. Basically, people on the Transformers forum have been discussing this for a long time. So basically, you have these tank threads, or you have the PVC part that's touching the ABS plastic part, and they melt each other to the point like they either fuse together, or there's just, it looks like the plastic's melted, and people are very confused on why it happened. Well, it happened because of plasticizer migration. This process is, I don't know, this process is very common and is frustrating to a lot of collectors. So either way, you're not going to be able to get away from either of these problems. We have ABS plastic that yellows and become brittle over time. You have plasticized PVC figures that go through plasticizer migration and stuff like that. Whether the danger poses by the plasticizer itself to human beings, that is actually, I think that's actually determined already by a lot of scientific community. California will not put out the proposition about plasticizers, if it doesn't have the potential to cause cancer and other reproductive harms and stuff like that. So I think the science is sound in regards to this chemical itself. So I'm really not a big fan of this. Honestly, personally, I prefer ABS plastic. It just yellows over time, it gets brittle, it breaks. So what? At least it's not harming me directly through physical contact. But I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll discover more dangerous stuff about ABS plastic. But they don't have the additive that evaporates, that gets on the surface, that that will get on your hand, right? This is basically a chemical additive that's added onto the plastic itself that has the tendency to evaporate, to separate itself, and potentially get on you through physical contact. So yeah, that's that's one major issue. Ever since I did a video about this in 2020, like I think my channel just been like singled out by, I think, possibly the toy industry. Like there's so many people trying to discredit me, and a lot of my videos just gets buried under the YouTube algorithm every time I do a video like this. So it's very detrimental to my channel. I don't think I'm trying to push any sort of false narrative. All this information is verified, even by the state government here in California. So yeah, if you guys want to look it up, let's see. Well, I'll put the link in the video description. That way you guys can link directly to that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. We're just gonna, briefly touch on plasticizer migration again. Thanks for watching.